So obviously that got interrupted. Hey guys, what's up? Looking a little bit different today. Finally cut my hair and shaved my beard. Saw myself in one of my last videos and realized that's probably not the best look to put on the internet. So I did my 1,000 squats on Saturday and I did 700 push-ups on Friday. I'm not trying to brag about that, it's just the workout that I did. I set 45 minutes on the clock. Sorry, I'm just grabbing my drink. Set 45 minutes on the clock and just went for it. And it's not like I did, you know, huge sets in there. I basically broke it down into a bunch of sets of 10 to 20 reps. And so that's how I got to 700 and 1,000. But my body's pretty wrecked right now from it. My legs have not been this sore in a long time. And my pecs are pretty good by now, my upper body and whatnot. But I just don't really feel like doing push-ups again today, or really anything that hard. Training's been pretty good lately, so I think I deserve a little bit of a vanity day. So, sorry, I'm gonna stop messing around. So what I'm gonna do today is mostly just bodybuilding work. Any chest, tricep, bicep movement I can think of. Maybe some pull-ups too with the bands. I'm just gonna do it. There's not a big plan to it. I'm just gonna try to get blood flow to the muscles, get a pump, and then quit. So I'm not gonna be sort of like the rock workout. There's not gonna be a lot of order to this. I'm just gonna put the camera down and go at it. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I have a few things I'm gonna use for today. One of them's already set up. Got my orange band here. I've got, what are you doing? Say hi to Kelsey. Okay, so I have my orange band set up. And what I'm going to do for that, probably to start with, is I think I'm going to do some chest flies and some face pulls. I'm also going to do a few sets of curls with the with my version of BFR bands before. I know I talk about blood flow restriction bands. For the secret is I don't even have real blood flow restriction bands. I use a set of elbow sleeves that I roll up and do it that way. Still does the same thing. I'm not going to try to really go into the science behind it, mostly because I'm not a scientist and it'll just be me making shit up. But the benefit of blood flow restriction is essentially that it causes pooling of blood longer in the muscle and allows for a longer time of nutrient uptake. And then also, basically because your muscles are getting less oxygen, they're going to switch over to those fast twitch muscles faster than they normally would. So you can use a lot less weight and get a lot more work out of it because your body's thinking you're working a lot harder than you are. So that's why I like them. I've had tendonitis problems in the past with my elbows. I have to be careful with heavy curls. Not that I've ever done a lot of heavy curls anyways, but now that I'm trying to build up arms a little bit, it's nice to be able to do these, get a great pump, and not have any elbow pain. So what we're gonna do is I think we're gonna start with 12 chest flies each side, 15 face pulls, and then I'll do 3 sets of that, and then I'll do some BFR pulls. Then we'll move on. Okay, this is too easy. I'm gonna have this to 15 reps. All right, so I'll be able to show you a little bit more of the technique that I'm using right here. So I'm going off to the side like a fly, coming right here and holding at the end of that band right there. get a stretch, because there's not a lot of tension right here. Obviously I'm running out of room, I'm almost punching the wall. So I'm about as far as I can be. Right here, squeeze. Squeeze. Yeah, really trying to create a good mind-muscle connection is very important for this kind of stuff. Or anytime you're really doing lightweight, because lightweight can be really, if you're just going through the motions, you're not going to get a lot out of it. So if you really create that mind-muscle connection, you can get some good work. Really focusing on pulling this band apart when it gets close to me. You're also thinking about leading with the hands. You don't want to go in internal rotation. So if you go that way, you're going to go in internal rotation. You want to get external rotation. So you're going to lead with the hands first, pull the face, and pause. Not many reps. All right, so that's one set of that. Let's go ahead and do the blood flow restriction stuff too. Let's just leave those on. All right, so what I'm going to do, just roll those up. Like I said, they do look a little dumb, but they're pretty beneficial. All right, so we got that. Force these back down. All right, let's curl with some jugs. So we're gonna do the same technique I did last time, curling to the eyes, pausing. Yeah, I mean, those are light, but you get a good pump quickly when you're shutting off blood flow to the arms. I really suggest trying out the BFR bands for anyone that's been on the fence. It's a great training tool. So let's do 3 sets of that as our warm up. We'll move on. Okay, so that's our warm-up. It's 3 sets. Decent little pump going on. The band fly is not the greatest thing I've ever done. I kind of like a machine fly if I'm going to do anything more, or a cable fly. But it is what it is. That's all I have right now. So it'll do. So what I'm going to do now is set my blue bands up. I'm going to do some pull-ups. I've done those in a video before. I'm going to set those up. I'll do probably pull-ups supersetted with some, I got an idea. You'll see. Okay. So what I'm going to do is an overhead press with my band, my water jugs. Probably never done that one before, have you? So I'm going to loop this band through the handle, like so. So we have right here. And then loop the handle back through, and we have ourselves a not great but decent lifting apparatus. It's going to take a lot more reps because it's not very heavy, so I am going to leave the BFR bands on for that too. So what I'm going to do, back this up a little bit, I'm going to do 5 sets of pull-ups and 5 sets of presses, and then we'll go from there. I'm gonna do chin-ups instead. Chin-ups, for anyone that doesn't know, underhand grip chin-ups, overhand grip pull-ups. Alright, so these get hard because of the stabilization factor. You see how the band is bouncing around. Hey man, do I need to keep doing? So obviously that got interrupted, but I'm glad it did. It's actually a good little segue to something else that, you know, I guess I was making a little bit of noise in my hallway, an echo, and my neighbor came out. We've talked a few times before, but nothing too in depth. And you know, I mean, he always said, "Hey, I'm sorry," and stuff like that. But that spawned a good, probably 10-minute conversation where we really got to, you know, talk about coronavirus, but also fitness. He used to play ball back in the 80s, professional football. So, I mean, that's pretty awesome. His grandfather was in the Negro Baseball League, which I think is awesome. So, I'm glad that I got interrupted. So what I did for the workout, and I just worked out while I was talking to him. I did 5 sets of the pull-ups plus the little bag press, and then I'm gonna do 3 sets of the a combo I did last week, which were the band extensions and the band curls. I still have the BFR bands on, so I got a little bit more out of it than I think I would have without them. And so I'm gonna finish up. I know it's a little bit different of a video, but be cool with your neighbors. Be nice to everyone you can. You never know when you're gonna make a new friend. So that's all I got, and I'll see you next time.